My name is Ali. I am psychiatrist. Today I will talk to you. What is human thinking? Part ona the mind is made up of two things. One that has feelings, feels some things, and then it moves on from the five senses. And then a thought develops over it. It is a thought that is either perspation. With reference to that is, after listening to someone's talk, a thought arises in you. Or else the idea comes to your mind. That's the idea. There is a thought. She is in a dilemma. It is in the conversation. Or you will express it with your tongue. Or we will express it through action. This thinking plays a major role. Creates human behavior. And behavior that social value happens. Traditions of society, rituals, etiquette. When the process is between them. So that process is called normal. Which is called normal human being. So, when he goes out of bounds, it is said that human behavior is not right. This is not normal. And when that thing gets bigger, then obviously man goes for mental treatment. So the basic thing is this thinking. All our mental illnesses are born out of thinking. And by correcting this thought by turmeric, we can avoid mental illness. And can save others. And only by improving this bad thinking can we get out of mental illness. That is, on the one hand, there is the desire of man. And on the other hand, there is the reality of it. As much as there will be a difference between the desire and the reality of this person. That is the contradiction. That is how much trouble will arise in him. There will be panic. The one who thinks of panic. It will also affect human behavior. And it will affect us physically as well. This is how man wants to achieve something. He has a purpose. He is moving towards that purpose. But there are obstacles. He can't get them. So one attitude is that the thought of despair begins to arise. They lead thoughts of despair to depression. Such is the thought that comes to man. If he thinks that this thinking is not right. So he says I have an illusion. I doubt when he sees for himself that his thinking is not normal. And he calls it doubt or delusion. And on top of that he also adopts attitude. That is, delusion also makes him very nervous. So he starts doing the same thing over and over again. As we say, a servant is constantly realizing that his hand is unclean. So he is washing his hands again and again. Man does not see this thinking anymore. Now the thinking is negative, but he says, I am thinking exactly right. My thinking is right. So we say in the language of sophistication. This is dialoguing. That is, the person who has the background. Social education, that's the decent thing to do, and it should end there. That thought does not match his normal life. In psychology, it is called dialoguing. And in this dialogia when its mood is very high. Or he may think he is too big. You will speak in psychology. This is manic. When we don't see the mood in it. So we will say, it's crazy. So think in this way. It is the basic thinking of all mental illnesses. That we have to see in it what man is thinking. What are the factors behind what he is thinking, then we see the rest. What else is there in this patient? But that is what thinking is all about. Gradually this person is removed from the society. So when society sees that this thinking is abnormal. So the first person in the society comes to his own house. Then his working place. Come or he is a student. Is a child or teenager. So comes his education system. The school he is studying in college. So there are the attitudes of those who adopt sociable attitudes. Sometimes there is spotting. And there is never spotting. That is, that thinking and attitude is not positive. His thinking is not understood. The attitudes that occur. The distance between the patient and the society increases. And then there are the problems. Relationships that are strained. They are born from there. Thus the effect of psychiatric illness is increasing.